Big up once more, big up once more. Tell thank you for joining me again. Little bit all just to brace up as people in the settling. Good morning again, Salon. All the neighboring countries them, all about Salon, all the recent about Salon. At times I think so what I do is justifiable, or we can become more global, talk about global issues there, and they try for just entertain Sierra Leoneans them just based on Salon issues them, but at times I they try for fill the gap and plays on as well, we discuss more about Salon. But if we focus more on Salon, we all know go learn nothing because the world is a global village and people they need to understand that. And that's make I can go out of my way at times, for facing something different. What we expect for your you get for understand or learn another page here. So be willing for learn. Always keep space for learn. Now that's I want to tell person. Now one of the biggest advice that me daddy give me, after I've done graduate from the university with my masters, he said for all way you don't educated so now, but never stop for learn. Never stop for learn. And he advised me on certain things there based on teaching work, which I apply myself, but I know people get because the employment rate will be very low, but now that's how they do also on the media for disseminate information. They teach now. They come out of my own time, or they take my own time, for Kaya, not for just go to map in a classroom, but be a global teacher, pass on knowledge. So big up to that this morning. We can discuss about MOA, the Ministry of Health, not so specifically on the Ministry of Health, but with hospital STEM, private hospital STEM, where they create, AHAM, or, dangerous AHAM STEM in within Salon. And to me, a concerning, alarm we need to raise for lay the ministry or people and become very aware of this, because we can see people there, we look at people and go to hospital, get a treatment, and within 2-3 years, they don't die. And they're not going to ever know the cause or what can kill them. But them back not going to ever know saying that based on a surgery or something we don't go encounter with an hospital, now it don't cause the death. So since now, we'll get, we're president again, re-elected, and we'll get 30% quota. We'll get females inside parliament. I'd expect, say, now some of them things they are for good effects for. And some of them things they are for good bring out, for good alarm, blow the whistle. Because women in the way they suffer, people in the way they suffer. And una for be more concerned about this medical aspect because una then are the comrade. So if chance don't enough for go inside parliament, for able for create a referendum and change policy system, new policy system, new laws system, it will really make a difference for Salon. And not just for make a law or a policy, but for make sure say it can into effect. Because now we problem this in Salon. We can create so many laws there. We now for market ideas there. We now for convey the message, but for implement time, now work. Now that's not a problem. So to me, they're not can fool me in the media where they can talk now the radio stations there or TV stations them about the intentions them, what's in the plan for do, how sweet the policy look like, or the blueprint itself, as a whole, how it look like, because at the end of the day, you describe it to me, but you never do it. It don't make any sense. So what they talk of good governance and political opportunities them, and some of them things there, Since yesterday will be the church on history on Germany, all of them they discontinue or affects the blacks them because they nobody gets the privilege, then political benefits them, then political opportunities them, then political privileges them. Well, we almost they lack the same thing as all up to now. Them political opportunities there, we need to receive them up to now. And when they talk, what they talk so based on political party, one point finger per political party. It's not just governance in general. Now let me continue. We'll get private entities then where you come to hospitals then. And we'll get public. For McKinney, we'll get few public and we can say also few but more private. The one that I be aware of, about 3 or 4, but we'll get more. And sometimes some of them private entities, they are not to get the right qualification or mandate for even operate as a professional hospital or a private institution. They can bypass, get the qualifications, or license there, open a clinic when not really well, equipped, not get all the equipment there, the facility not conducive enough, not get enough beds there, not get enough staff them, we can't to nurses them, or even doctors them. At times they get for lease or rent doctors them from different hospitals them for go do the surgery necessary. All this now a negative effect where it can to the medical field. Now a way for kill people them. Because when it comes to medical, not to see the play with. More was somebody sick, when need treatment. You play with the person in life, in hope, in future. People in the way depend on them people that we can go to them and causes they have for get treatment. But in within we own governance, we not get any structure where they monitor their systems there. Now this reinforcement we count this morning, and this will emphasize this morning, because we get policy system, we get lawmakers them, we get the Ministry of Health, but without they monetize their institutions there. And this will be talk of sustainability. Without they monetize the institutions there. And sometimes people they think so talk of privatize a more better than public. Even when it comes to education, people they rather go to private school than public. But at times you will get a better education at public school than private. So the perception what we all long get about private entities them, I want to reverse this concept as well, especially for we inside Salone. Because based on my own observations there, it better off you go now public hospital. Better off you get your treatments at public hospital. Better off you get your surgery at public hospital. But what's going to happen now with the hospitals there? The public hospitals there go tell you if we want to do a checkup for certain infection or disease or something that affects you, you think say it related to surgery, they will refer you now a private entity or a private hospital. Say go do a checkup, go do a scan. Also, then will advise you say a more reasonable like a private hospital for conduct or for do this surgery where you sick. Why make they can do this? The ties they now inside Africa, most doctors them now public hospital, they own what we call private hospital. And most of the students them or the incoming nurses them, when they train, now then they can place now them private hospitals there. So if a doctor na a public hospital refer you na a private hospital, whether now in a direct source to that hospital or they get a percentage. So then rather of refer you to a private hospital, then they will also add an addendum that's a more reasonable. So what you gonna name private hospitals they are, then we'll go do the scan necessary. Then you will find way now for accept because it's more reasonable. Then you go do your surgery there. But you never know say now the most dangerous place you don't go for go do you surgery. Because I will say again the one they are not trainees them. Before now you go back in a public hospital with your scan, you go just stay in this private hospital and conduct your surgery. After 2, 3, 4 years, where you for done when you begin to get infections there, then doctors they are not going to accept the blame saying and then cause the infections there. Instead of that, they will continue to do other things then until it lead to your death. So me advise this morning to we Sierra Leoneans, no matter if they refer you to a private hospital, you don't go do your scan, take your scan, you go back to a public hospital. If you got to pay more money, even though you not expect, so we not expect for pay money in a public hospital because it's public and they receive donations them. But they can be more expensive when it comes to certain criteria them. It better off you pay that money there, you dey under safety or under a facility where equipped, at least a more better. Than you dey now a private hospital when not equipped. Then any emergency way it come eventually, now that private hospital, they go for rush with you back, can you go now public hospital or government hospital. Because then private hospitals, they are not equipped. So we get people there where they die, we can go do their surgeries there, hernia, appendix, etc., etc. You know, well, eventually can die within 2-3 years. They're going to go pull so the sickness or what's in there affects them, but at the end of the day, they need to last long. The life expectancy rate, they fall low, they decline. You know, and then doctor, they are just to capitalize. Because then they train till they become perfect. So imagine how many lives they go down kill till they become perfect in what thing they do. You know, because they're not gonna know that thing for trained power. Past that much time with their life. You know? So all this is a major concern that the Ministry of Health really need for focus on things there. Make sure say then doctors they are well trained. Or the incoming doctors they're well trained. Or then travel with them, go out of the country for receive more trainings. Before they come and begin practice what's in the practice. And for the inspect them facilities they are. Because if they don't meet the criteria they're supposed to be closed. But what's really talk so? It will be a hard mandate for governments because even when it comes to local pharmacies them, they're not able to monetize them up to now. Or put them under control. Overseas, you go go to a pharmacy. Every pharmacy staff where they sell you medicine, now a specialist, where certified. But inside salon, picking self, they sell you tablets. We not get no experience about medical. But as long as a mama don't teach a small thing, it will sell you anything. So even if the drugs they expire, they still go sell and give. So but quick injections, and they back when they can inject people there, the drugs they don't come close to expiration date. But still they use on people there for make them money. So the sinful habits we can talk of, not just politicians them. All around, you know, with communities. All around the professional, you know, civil service, you know, places them. When they become affected. And this is very serious. So, with the big one, inside McKinney, we get Governmental Community Hospital, we get ABD Hospital, we get McKinney Government Hospital, we get Loreto Hospital, and the private one there, we get marriage stove. Another concerning one we come to marriage stove because then they do a whole lot of prevention system. We come to pregnancy for female system, birth control, etc., etc., etc. You know, and at times some of them procedures they can create a negative effect or a bad effect after. We don't know advise them people there or the female system properly. You know, on their contraceptive, you know, actions there what they can take regards to, you know, birth. Not to all my one born, but the prevention rates are high inside salon. You know, the mechanisms then forgot about this and not well advisable, but then they practice them regardless. Yeah, most times them people know what they can do certain operations then but also females them can also get a effect eventually not able born again. You know, just because we don't get proper facilities them for do the right thing, for do the right thing. Donations that they come, but we not get the right staff members them. Or the nurse system for do the right thing. Go about the right procedures though. You know? Lately when I see what's happened to one of the actress, you know, Etta and Retta, you know, and that talk they don't close. The woman don't pass away a few months ago. Ever since they, you know, buried this woman, you know, the media just ought about this woman in case one. All this related to Henrietta and Daiwan. You know, the wrong medical staff system. The hospital system, then private entities they are. Now ain't caused this great actress for that inside salon. But governments not able to investigate. The post-mortem what they conducted, they will not able to get proper information now history. You know where you really talk again. You know, so something can happen in our salon today, as long as you know society not too concerned about it, you know, it'll disappear. Because it not happen to you it. So the next concerns that I would raise this morning. The WHO, MOH, and also we'll go tag WHO, World Health Organization, because they can donate to salon. You know, maybe they go to inspect or go to inquire for that kind of things there. Or do their own inventory where come, you know? You know, can inspect salon. You know? We're going to dismiss some no system. No dismiss them, but we need, you know, proper system. But if all things bad, then the medical bad. No problem for you. No problem for you. We can't book land, you know, it bad. All things just bad. The police institutional is bad. All things bad. They work for protect lives and property. It's bad. It's corrupt. All things bad. The military, they want to mix inside politics. All things bad. You know? Private entities, they don't affiliate with politics. All things bad. The medical can't off. No problem. Let me go on to the next. You know, good morning, Tuna. Once more with the join we. You know, good morning, Tuna. Let me continue. Let me continue. The next topic, APC. APC, I see a post recently about the member, Mr. Mohamed Bangura, you know, when I be parliament elect, you know, from Kerenan district. Well, this gentleman wants serve. The people then call this man. In back don't answer the call. But the party now wants this man for answer the call. Well, we're not going to talk much of the party per se, because the party, they know what's in there they do as a whole, because we know to a member. But we'll go talk, Pantap talk, then we make small sense. And hopefully, I know say we politicians can follow Tasmo page. The big one they can listen, can learn. And I hope so they will listen to Tasmo keenly. Not all what in Tasmo go say go make sense to now. But we just want to digest or, you know, put your own views and small into this picture. Narrate small. Well, when I all know, say, APC get few seats there inside parliament. You know? Get few seats there inside parliament. We get few chairman, etc., etc. And some of the members now, what they don't elect to go represent the districts in the parliament. The political parties say, no, then for boycott. Because the way this election go about, the party truly believes saying not to SLPP win. Not to SLPP win this election as APC the stater. So what thing they need to do is that then go boycott any activity or any participation where it comes to governance. And where it comes to governance, una no say we need oppositions there always. Always. Always need oppositions there. For wake up the next month. You know? For alarm. For blow whistle. Etc. etc. For make sure so they steady the opposition and continue to do the right thing. So if now we get the opposition, where no one participate, where no one involved, because they truly believe say this party will win this election, no not win in a credible manner. This will create a conflict in the long run where it comes to a democracy. Because the members in the parliament will go participate for do check and balance. The party say no. So Mr. Mohamed Bangura for Kerenan district don't answer the call. But the party make sure say it not go become effective for answer the call. Even if now the people then select you, they vote for you. But if the party say no want you any longer, that title where you don't get is not meaningful anymore. I hope some of you now they understand this. Before you go stand for run a certain district, you go for represent or belong to a political party. Now that's the first step for going inside politics, inside saloon, even for being a president. What some people can advise we say, run as an independent candidate or independent source, it's not possible. You go and contest independently, but you go for belong to a political party. If Mr. Mohamed Bangura be contest independently, APC no go able second. If we're able to answer to the call and go inside parliament and serve, but it not stand independently, it represents a political party. So it not easily answer to the call if the party say, well, this man here, we go exonerate you, we go remove you, you know, from this political party because you know and follow suit. What you will tell you for do, you know and do. So let me read something quickly. Freetown SL, what's the APC states? The All People Congress APC has taken decisive action against Mr. Mohamed Bangura, the member of parliament elect from Kerenan district, due to his defiance of the party directions, following his blunted disregards for the party demands for all members of the parliament to refrain from attending parliament sessions. The National Advisory Committee, NAS, has unanimously resolved to remove Mr. Mohamed Bangura as a member of parliament elect and expel him from the APC with immediate effect. Now that's not in church me. Expel this gentleman from the party itself with immediate effect. You know? So the party not even suspend and go, they expel him totally. Because they don't follow suit. So this now for any other politician when they come up, where you want to belong, and you think say where you win, you party say you say not do this, then you go do them. Now this will happen to you. They will expel you. Now this happened to Sam Sumana. I just want to refresh on our brain. Now this happened to Sam Sumana as a vice president. What he want to do, what he want to do, and no one follow suit what in the party wants time for do, then discontinue. Charles Moore any input we can to this? No, because the party gets a new policy, a new rules, a new regulation. I don't have anything for talk about this too. What you say people they want to do in within the new committee? Now what you say people want to do? But I just want to make less know people understand, say, the party get rights for expel, dismiss, discontinue, do anything what they want to do, because this person belongs to the party. But if this person is stand independently, the party not be able to touch her. So we need to create space or room for people there for contest independently, where it can to a political framework inside salon. Because some of people they think of their attributes there. They want the one contest, but no one belong to a party, we just want to serve. We just want to serve with people there. You know? People that can still vote for you, elect you. You know? But because the constitution say, if I belong to a political party, so all them referendums say, we need for begin to do inside parliament. We really need for work on the political, the constitution still. You know? If the constitution and the demand say for belong to a political party, and now they see that kind of things that they happen, and we not approve, and we not let what they see. So that means time don't change, things don't change, and things for change according to the way how we they change for follow suit. What do we want with the people there? So the constitution need for change as well. Policies that need for change. But make sure say it fits to we expectations then. You know? So another wake up call list. APC and boycott. Tasmo not really get much for for Nakdi. Anyway, we don't get a new Attorney General. Also, a new Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, you know, back in name na Mr. Mohamed Lamin Tarali, you know, then swam in this Thursday, July 13, 2023. They take the oath of the office as, you know, the Attorney General. President B also congrats this gentleman, Mr. Tarali, and emphasized that, you know, the importance of, you know, having a competent individual who will serve the nation diligently. You know, competency of individuals them we will serve the nation diligently. I like that wording. Then word interesting. You know, I like them word interesting. So big up to that. Anyway, another one was see what I don't like. Jagaban and Kaseda Kitchen. This is another one I don't like. When I this and piss me off about APC, where APC not able to tie them belt tight today and understand the things that really affect or hinder them progress. All the bad apple them now APC they cultivate. We don't talk of other bio. And they still continue for encourage another disease where it comes to APC, Kaseda Kitchen. Bad image, bad representation. Look at Kaseda in profile. All what they do now the media. You know, would I go consider this woman serious? So if this woman attack team with APC, would I go consider APC serious? Because all you carbon do them, they're loud, you know, they're fitiai, they're rude, disrespectful, their behavior them, it demeaning. It just not make any sense for me to talk anything serious for person go listen to. What's wrong with APC today? Why make una not able to discontinue them people there where they represent the party, where they face combat sababu fauna? If I not lie self, maybe them people there they tie with SLPP. maybe the same people where they knock pan, they beat pan for APC, like sitting there with APC, then really they work against APC. Kasala kitchen, Adabayo, maybe not tools them where they work against APC, but APC don't know the states there. Because then they pass stupidity. Still a trend the local way. They look for Gumbe, people and for dance Benuna. When I know a civilized state today, or upscale when I touch them, or become more competent. When I still look for loyalty. Loyalty by Chris. You know, very sad for the party. Me, if I be belong, consider kitchen for about a long time ago. If I be belong at the party, I'd buy it for about a long time ago. You know, by force, by force. A bad representation. Good morning to now, just to join me anyway. Now we continue on to the next. I don't waste my time preparing what's the there. Lord, these law restaurants now fit them. They don't agree, they don't agree. We don't see so many posts there. Wallahi, salon for better in this country now work. Myself, the way I want to come about this topic, you know, this morning, I just be one clown and laugh. But it's good that, you know, I talk to somebody and they finally will change the narratives there. Because myself don't know or don't see somebody will become affected, you know, based on upscaling. Now that's how I use the right word and the upscaling. Anything way upscale a salon, it bound for condom. Anything way too good na salon, it bound for condom. Anything way professional na salon, it bound for condom. So this new restaurant so that open a Friton, Lord with the L-O-R, you know, they want face and condom. Because it's too good for salon. Salon man don't want anything too good. So before I forget, you know, this is not from a concerned citizen. They want to ask you, Sierra Leoneans, they want to ask you this question. Why make good thing not for day na salon? Why make good thing not for day na salon? From a concerned citizen. And then questions they will ask you. Why make good thing not for day na salon? Now this restaurant, so just because maybe the food them expensive, you know, but now you go there. If I know who side you go, who side you pocket fits, now they enter. You know? If your pockets not fit stay, nobody. One great thing not will cost 1 million or 2 million. You gotta forget different things there where they put, where you go sum up to or total to certain amount. You know? But what to make this place, people and they cry this place here down, now because the upscaleness of this place. If somebody go invest in money, they go create something fancy. When you go inside the you are going to feel like say na heaven you there. You feel good. You see they blow you inside, you sit down, you comfortable. You know the place just too conducive, it's just too nice. Well, now money. Before you go eat for just go sit down at that nice place stay. Now money. Now these people and they don't understand. They don't upscale the place. So anything that way you buy for sit down, you eat inside that place stay, it's different. If you plan to go na Bafa, where they plan to make one burger, the burger na 1,000 leons, then me now, I don't can build a upscale restaurants, but they make me own burger, the same burger, example I'm going to give now. But my burger, it's not going to be 1,000 leons. Because the way I don't design my restaurants, the kind of money I don't spend, the AC where they blow inside, my burger, it will be 3,000 or 5,000 leons. Because the place is upscale. Now these people I need to understand. You know, overseas people in the upscaling business for drama customer there. But inside salon, the more upscale your place become, now drive people there. So we need to stop this habit here. Find thing and fits for them in a salon. Good thing fits for them in a salon. Not to other countries, no more fit for they see good things there. You know, now people and they create a mockery or a joke out of these restaurants. They go make bottle water and put 1,000 leons or 1 million leons for the water. Which, not lie, for sabotage no more, you know, the image of the place. Even though they're not pay me for what I do so right now, because they per market them. But now we need for stopper. A quick scenario. Somebody want to know what in mama na market they work also. They be get a local restaurants. Where all man be to go buy the near to Winaya. Now be just a local buffer where they be create. They make, salad, then bean salad, a checker, small basic. Then they make money. Everyday customers then be the good. Near Mena Junction. But once this boy broke this buffer, then build a structure for upscale the business. The man in business, it died. Customers then stop for good. For that matter, if the boy in business don't close, the wife not get business again for do. So now pastor can go drain the mother Lord, now my kids for go sell. Now it's so sad only. Where you want to improve, where you want to develop, then the fish you can do. Quick. Any two way upscale, they ban for fish you can do. I don't wonder which kind of sickness or cost this will we get now with country. It's bad for we all salon. If personally they tell you and say this is bad for we, it's really bad for we all. It's sad back for we. It's very sad for we. We can laugh about certain things then, but then things are depressing now. Very depressing. You will get your talents, but your talents now waste. Because then go fish you can know. Now we continue. So all the one where they post about these restaurants where they clown out, we now all just step at the same shenanigan, the same nonsense, the same low mentality for face can salon down. Because now all of it use salon. They try to rebrand this country. People that they can invest. So whether they out safe now or that foreigner where they can visit, at least you go see something way upscale, where you go say, well, this if it's to me pockets, I go able to go eat still. Sometimes then things there, not for you the local no more. And for that one where they come off far where they can. All these are revenue streams. The more tourism that we get, the more money they can inside saloon. But we don't understand that. So we need them things that way upscale for the inside saloon. If your pockets not fit today, not good. Now we continue on to the next. We'll touch few things then. We get topics then for days. We'll build topics them as well, but we get things then for church. Now, since also we get members inside parliament, females them, new members them, well, then we attires there will be judged, thank you, always they put on. It's sickening. The colonial masters they still the doctrinatory or they still done doctrinatory or still gets indoctrination stamp away. This now rare imperialist attribute is still depawi, is still powerful. Look at we judges in our courts up till now. That white man here that they put city, that dirty white man here. This is sickening. When they talk say we want to alleviate the white man in grip from Africa. But all what they practice up till now what they want we for do. Even inside America, you need to see that they mimic the nonsense things there. White man cap. The American man used to do the same thing, because now the British man they go put some for them. For where they cap they. But then come enough fits against the American man in custom. Then pull them. Go inside American courts. None of the magistrates or judges are not getting nonsense cap in. All inside England. Now they own nonsense standing. But what make it for inside Africa? We don't practice them for too long. Too long. Enough. Too long. Very sickening. See a black man with white money on his head. Then you can't for judge you people. Now you they judge them or are the colonial masters and still they judge we. But they still they make policies there. And they still even execute we constitution. But they if I approve them. No, not approve them, we'll not get any constitution. That's not fact. Now let me continue here. Anyway, look, can no drop now down to the artist them. We salute artist them. Jacob the therapist. Jacob the therapist. I want knack. Say I ain't come out with knack. But we no want to knack it. No say for knack. They pay in virgin business, you go pull song knack. Wrong song we go pull. But anyway, this song don't create name for her. That's why it look like cool. We go for teacher for knack. Cause state say you know for knack. They practice. For swing self you know sabi. I'm not gonna say for knack. For swing self you know sabi. For do self 100 push up you know go able. We're not gonna say for knack. Jacob. the therapist. But anyway, I don't make a name. I post a content, but I see this content from Antivic in page. Now that's you know, from Facebook. That they don't nominate this boy for the best West African artist 2023. You know, headings, you know, nominated. Therapist pull one song, they nominate her. Tasmo don't pull millions and millions of songs. Cardinal don't pull beaucoup. LJ don't pull beaucoup. When LJ, you know, say in a rudeness no more in make. When I say salon rudeness or salon troublemaker or salon boss, LJ, it go make noise na salon. Salon for salon, I ain't get salon. You know? I ain't get salon. I don't know what to say going. If na magic now, na juju now, I don't know now. You know, but I ain't get salon. For salon Chris, I ain't get salon. But you know, ever go international. They don't go ever recommend or they say LJ is nominated for so and so, you know, out of salon. But when you come past salon, LJ, you know, they ain't get all the Chris, so they ain't get all the Chris. They ain't get all the Chris. But anyway, Jacob the Therapist, one song, they don't nominate Sandon. But you bad past LJ, you bad past Cow, you bad past Tasmo. You know, and knock no more, you don't sabi knock. And knock no more, this people don't sabi knock. But one great song, they don't begin to nominate her. One song. If you begin knock now proper, I wonder how the nominations then will come. You know, who takes it? Because any country you go knock, fearful knock the nominations then will have no more than other countries then. What they call Jacob in him, Jacob the Therapist. Then picking go Allah. Hey, because they don't say Jacob sabi knock. Anyway, big up to you, Jacob the Therapist, this morning. Big up to you. You know, continue. We wish you success, you know. Hopefully you will make up. You will win up. Hopefully you will win up. We're not just they praise you. You deserve them, I go say no. You deserve them, Jacob, I go say no. But hopefully you will win up because we want something good for Salon. You know, we want something good for Salon. But you deserve them, no. But let God make you winner. Anyway, Mr. Fine Face, my brother, good morning to you. You don't take small about discourse or talk about Fine Face. In back paper prepare for another launching. For another one. 2024, Mr. Fine Face say, then gets up. And a major collaboration they come on very soon with a major artist inside Africa. Yeah. We don't know it's another artist whose country this collaboration go for come out from, but we brought a paper work on something. It said 2024, now ain't get some. Well, I'm glad the way you talk and so, because me, what 2023 starts, I talk and bang one. I said, let me get some. Let me get 2023. I don't care what thing you do in the media. I don't care whose kind noise, how many awards they win, how many nominations them, whose shows and then creates at the diaspora. 2023, let me get in the media. Now tells me the trend. Now tells me they make noise. Now me get some. They can post any kind of nonsense when I want to post about any artist. Or this person are the best, or this person are this. But 2023, now tells me I get some. So my brother don't claim 2024. Big up to that. How will they continue? Well, we hope for see great things then for Mr. Fine Face. You know, we love you dearly. We want to see great things then. And a good way you not give up. You still a push. Continue for knock the iron. Because Salon want make you quit. You know, the one way for quit. All the lion there, all the soldier there. You know, all the banner one there. The one they will quit. But we never quit. We never quit, you know. So big up to that anyway. So far, so good. And that's what we get for this morning. We had the morning presentation. You know, we had the morning presentation. Salon, let we keep the peace. Do ya? Important for we all. At times, I've been listening to a song yesterday also on the radio station. You know, what's in our peace? What justice no day. When you listen to the song keenly, it makes sense. What's in our peace? What justice no day. For let justice stay or for let peace stay, justice will be available to all man. You know? But at times, for let you get justice, peace for thee. And again, for let justice, you know, be served, it will take time. At times, not to want him. You go think, say, we need for justify things them want to him. By the time justice can be justified in within 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. So man, if you don't commit 50 years ago, but the time where things become justifiable, what they hold into account, in back me bet your finger and not see blood. You know, so justice not a one-to-one tip. But peace is mandatory and needed for everyday activity, everyday movement, everyday life. For let we make sure so we're able to grow, let we able to learn, and able to develop. Peace needed. So before we go attack justice or we seek justice one-to-one time, let we always go after peace. Then as time progresses, we'll go after justice. Now remember that. We'll not stay blessed.